All right. Well, hey, team. It is Monday night. It is January 6th. It is our first team time of the year. So happy New Year. We're glad you guys are here. Meg is here. I am here. And excited about the topic tonight. We are going to talk about the use of AI as something that could be used to help hopefully simplify your business. I've toyed with it a little bit. Meg has been doing the research on it, so she's going to kind of take it from there. But just a couple of quick things because we're launching into a new year. Want to make sure everybody is on the same page. Reminder that tomorrow night at 7 p.m. is the option to participate in the Word of the Year workshop. So this is the annual event that we offer. I know many of us, if you've participated and if you've enjoyed it, put it in the comments. It is in the coach email and it's also in the Facebook group. But if you really want to start your 2025 with intention and have the tools to gather what would be the right appropriate word for you for where you are right now, and more importantly, be able to activate it throughout the year, that would be a great thing to participate in. So it's separate. It's tomorrow night, 7 p.m., and you would need to register in advance for that. So Susan can get you the preliminary information. And then Ignite Impact Corporate is doing 2 events this year, no in-person convention, 2 virtual events, the first of which is in January on the 19th. And you are encouraged to participate. And if you want to travel to Atlanta, we would love to have you. The attendance for our Atlanta area watch party at my house is growing. We've got accommodations for out-of-town guests. So would love to have you at that. And that's also in the coach email. And I think the last thing before I turn it over to Meg is just to talk about the fact that corporate keeps bringing it for us. They keep bringing it for us to point us in the right direction of what we can do that's going to grow our business, that's going to make impact, that's going to make a difference in people's health and their financial lives and their lives in general. So in the month of January, client support bonus has been extended. It's still is the same situation that if you have 2 qualifying orders, you get a 3% bonus. 5 or 6 qualifying orders gets you a 5% bonus. And if you have 7 or more qualifying orders, you actually get, I forgot to make Meg a co-host, so I need to let these people in. Hang on. But 7 gets you a 7% bonus. Do you know what a difference that would make in your income this month? And we're already starting to see it. I looked in the back office and there are more than like 13 people who already have one ordering entity towards this already. So that might be you. And so if you haven't already, because they expanded it to include inactive clients, I would encourage you to reach out. That's where your emphasis should be. Like this week is reaching to your inactive. Anybody who hasn't ordered in 6 months or more, they qualify and they only have to place an order for $150 or more. So that might be a candidate for active. They might be on the GLPs and want the Ascend products. They could be on optimization. We have the Ascend products, lots of reasons to reach to people. And then we have the impact multiplier for new coaches. So if there are people in your world, and it might be one of these reactivated clients or a new one you bring on, 4 times their benefits in January if they sign up. So thank you, Optavia, right? Good stuff. All right, Meg.
All right. Hey, everybody. Dee, great announcements. And I love that you were like 7% is a big number. And so I just calculated it just to see. Let's say we've got $1,200 in volume. Y'all, that's $84. 7% is $84. So that is pretty incredible. So I'm fired up about that. I think knowing the numbers makes such a big difference. But as we get started, I would love to know from you, what are you hoping to get from tonight, from this talk about artificial intelligence, AI, and how are you feeling right now? Something tells me some of you are like freaking out. You're here because you're like kind of interested in it, but you're kind of scared of it. So let us know how you're feeling. Others of you are pumped. You're excited. You're all in. So can't wait to hear how you're feeling. Oh, Beth, you use AI all the time. So put in the chat what you use AI for, or actually, will you come off mute and share with us, what do you use AI for?
Sure. I use it for different things. First of all, I write my post in AI, and then I just ask it to kind of tweak it. Makes it sound a little better. Sometimes it gets wordy, so then I say make it shorter or emphasize this more, and it just does it. I also do it just for random things, like I was getting ready to, pack and move. I said, what are the best steps for packing and all that. And it gave me that. And I had a client who wanted to talk to her teenage daughter about her weight, but didn't want to mention weight. So I asked AI and it gave all these steps. And so I sent it to her and printed it out, and she and her husband went over it to talk to their teenage daughter about it. So it was, it was great. I use it all the time. Write a thank you note. I write what I want to say and say, write a thank you note, and it just does it. It makes it's me, but it sounds Beth 2.0 version.
Sounds like us on our best day, right? Well, let us know. It looks like a lot of us are already using AI, which is incredible. So let us know, is there a website you use or an app? Some people are using it on their phones. And for those of you that are brand new to AI, I hope that you put any kind of fear you have to the side just for a couple of minutes, and you'll be excited with us. Now, I want to just remind all of us, we know this, right? Technology is always changing. And I don't think it's ever been changing quite as fast as it's changing right now. Every day, new things are coming up and coming out, which is really exciting. Now, so I was around when Google was created. And so I don't really remember life too much before Google, but I know life was out there, right? Before Google. What did we do before we could Google and we needed the phone number to a dentist or a doctor or the post office? We would have a phone book, right? Like that giant phone book that I don't even have anymore in my house. I remember growing up, we'd go through the phone books, but now we have Google. And when Google first came out, all of us were like, do we really need this? What is this thing? So I would just, I'm encouraging myself and to all of us to just get out there and try it and practice. Allow yourself to be a beginner, see what you think. And hopefully after tonight, you're going to have what you need to do that. Or if you've already been doing it, you'll be able to do it just a little bit more. So that's pretty exciting. But with as great as technology is, as great as AI is, it's important to remember that it's still all about us, right? Like you are still the magic in your business. And your voice is what's needed. And just like Beth was saying, AI will create something and she'll go in and tweak it and make it sound more like her. That is still important, that you are still vital and important in this business. I picked up the phone and called a client who I hadn't talked to in a long time because I thought she was hiding from me. And she was like, Meg, I was just thinking about you. I am so glad you called. And I was like, I am my own AI. So you still have that intuition and use that intuition, but let's also use these cool tools to help us as we help other people. So just wanted to give you that little bit of a reminder. Okay, here's my disclaimer. Okay, my first disclaimer is I'm feeling like maybe Beth should be leading this call and not me. But my other disclaimer is that I've really just scraped the surface of AI, and it's changing every minute of every day. It's changing at a rapid pace. So I'm going to help just give you some tools and ideas on how you can use it. And then you can take it from there and go to YouTube, Google. You can listen to podcasts. There is all kinds of information out there. And it's exciting to see the things that have been generated. Like I'll say there's now AI to help you write birthday text messages to your family or on their anniversaries. So it's really incredible. It gets me so excited. Okay, so let's all take a big deep breath and let's jump into the world of AI. And I'm going to show you how to find it. Now, if my friends that already use different parts of AI, if you'll tell us where you go to use your AI. So AI is a new language, right? Artificial intelligence. All it means is you put in a couple of words and it gives you that information based on the couple words you put in. It's like Google on steroids, if you can think about that. So AI is just Google on steroids. So yeah, Canva. There is AI that we can use in Canva. our iPhones or Droids have a lot of AI already put into it, which is really cool. And I want to see what else y'all are using because I know you're using some cool things. I'm going to screen share and show you my personal favorite, and that is ChatGPT. And I love bringing ChatGPT to a party because it takes parties to a whole new realm. So it's really cool to play party games with. But to find ChatGPT, I'm going to just Google it, right? So I'm going to open up Google and I'm going to type ChatGPT. And here's what I want you to know. The ads, like for anything, are always at the top. So I'm just going to scroll down to where it says chatgpt.com. Okay. And then I'm going to click on that and it's going to say, hey, thanks for trying me. You can log in. There's different levels like Calendly or whatever. There's a free version, a premium version, a super premium version. I just use the free version and I always click stay logged out. Now, again, I'm scraping the surface. The cool thing, once you get an account and you log in, the idea of AI is it will start to learn your needs. And how Beth was talking about how she tweaks AI, it'll start anticipating how you're going to want to tweak the answers that it gives you, which is so cool. So the idea of it is the more you use it, the more it gets to know you, which is also kind of strange, right? But the more it gets to know what your favorite things are, it's kind of like your own Alexa, right? Like we know I have Alexa in my house. She knows what kind of music I like to listen to. I just tell her to start playing and it's like my music. It's kind of crazy. So that it's similar with AI. So ChatGPT is one of the tools we can use for free that has artificial intelligence or AI. Are we all good? Will somebody let me know if we're good? You can see my screen. Okay. Sounds great. Now I'm going to give you a couple ideas for how you can use AI in your business. You can also use it. Yep.
I can't see your screen. I
Oh, you-
can't. Mm-mm.
oh, okay. Could anybody?
I saw it.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder why I can't see
Yeah.
that.
Okay. I stopped it and then I'll start again, but let me know. Do y'all see what can I help with?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we good? Okay, good deal. But please stop me if anything happens like that. I'd love to fix it. Okay, so one great thing you can do with ChatGPT is you can have it create a text message campaign. Dee and I had it create the phrases or the posts for our last Fat Burn Blitz, which is really cool. But you can say, and I did this earlier today, which might be a little bit easier if I cheat and just show you what I did earlier today, but I'll do it live for a second and we'll see. Create a text message campaign for my new health coaching client on Optavia named. Ooh, the cool thing is you can have all the typos you want and it'll fix it. So what I usually do is like brain dump into it and say, okay, create a text message campaign. Make it, I'm going to tell it to make it for the first 7 days. Remind Sally Sue that she can do it and that Monday night we have a client call. Okay, that's just in general. Let's see what happens if I click enter. All right, so AI told me, sure, here's a 7-day text message campaign for Sally Sue, your new health coaching client on Optavia. So text 1, hey, Sally Sue, welcome to your journey. I'm so excited to be your coach. Today is the start of something amazing. Believe in yourself, you've got this. Remember, consistency is key and I'm here to support you. Pretty cool, right? And it goes on to 2. There's day 2. They give them some tips on crush it, the importance of drinking water. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Day 3, you can just kind of see, I won't go through all of them, but let's say we go through this and we're like, these are good, but like Beth said, she likes to shorten them or make them longer or change them up in some way. I'm going to say, now add that Sue should be using her Habits of Health book to help her on the mental side of her journey. And then what it'll do, so if you wanted to add something, if you've got, a client that's going with, that's interested in one thing or another, you can tweak it to how you want to. So woo, it got really excited, giving me all kinds of, now it has, y'all see it has two options for me. So it has one version that emphasizes the importance of mental focus, one that incorporates the Habits of Health book as a resource. I prefer that version. So, is this all making sense? Are we good? Is anybody fired up and excited about the potential of using this for a client? Is that, yeah, me too. Okay, so that was fun. Let's now write a message to Sally Sue to let her know she is doing great on plan, and see if she would be interested in exploring coaching. All right, just pressed enter. Let's see what happens. Hey, Sally Sue, just wanted to check in and say you're crushing it on plan. Your dedication is inspiring. You're making great strides. I hope you're starting to feel some awesome changes already. I wanted to ask, have you ever thought about helping others on your journey like you're doing now? Coaching could be a great way to continue your own transformation, but to inspire and support others as they work towards their goals. Let me know if you'd be interested in chatting more about what that could look like. How easy is that? Instead of spending 15 minutes worrying about what words you can say, throw it in ChatGPT and see what it would have you say. Is that not so exciting? I know there's some things coming on in the chat, so I'm going to just pause for a second and see if there's any questions. Oh, great. Dee's going to use it to draft an email tomorrow for her inactives to welcome them back. That's awesome. Linda was asking, would you use these in addition to My Path to Health? Yeah, I mean, we're just here to give you ideas on what you could use ChatGPT for. So absolutely. All right, here's one that you could do. Write a Facebook post. Actually, I'm going to show you what I did earlier today when I was playing around. And I said, here's the one I was telling Sally Sue about becoming a coach. And this one was actually even better because I gave it more prompts. So I asked if she was open to the idea of earning extra income to pay for her program while continuing on her journey. Had a little bit of time to think about what I wanted to include in there. So again, the more you just brain dump things you want it to include, the better your AI response is going to be. So this is a really great one, and I'd be happy to share it with you. Okay, so I said, okay, write a Facebook post and share that I've gained 10 pounds last year, but this year I'm going to take care of me. I'm getting back to me and feeling like myself again, starting back on plan. And it says, real talk time. I'll be honest. Last year I gained 10 pounds. Life got busy, stress piled up. I just didn't prioritize my health like I should have. But you know what? This year, I'm taking care of me. It's time to get back to feeling like myself again, starting fresh, back on program, committed to making myself a priority again. It's never too late to make a change, and I'm ready to show up for myself again. If you're in the same boat or you need someone to cheer you on, I'm here for you. Let's crush our goals together. Like that. Did y'all just see? Like I just put in 2 sentences and it created a fire post and it tells you why this post is so good. It shows vulnerability, which makes it more relatable. It inspires other people. It gives you an opportunity to invite others in on your journey. Is that not the coolest thing? So I am going to stop screen sharing because I'm a little overly excited right now. And I want to just check in with you guys after, spending a couple minutes talking about what we can do and showing you how to use it. How are we feeling right now? Come off mute and share with us. What's going on in your head?
I'm kicking myself for not using it more.
Mm.
I use it like as a last ditch effort when I'm like, oh, I can't think of anything. Oh, I'll turn to ChatGPT. But I'm like, dude, I should be using this tool all the time.
So kicking yourself, or you're excited about how you're gonna
That's
use
the other way. Yes, I'm so excited that I'm going to start doing it more.
had to pull a D on you.
Yeah, thank you.
Who else?
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing. I'm like, yes, I've used it, but I haven't, it's not been a thought that comes to mind right away. Whereas you were saying things and I was just jotting down different ways to use it so that it gets my mind working in that direction.
Yeah. That's great. So would you mind sharing with us, Vicki, what things did you jot down?
Yeah, so somewhere in there you said stay logged out, and I just kind of jotted that down to remember to go back and check that out. But email to inactives, fake Facebook posts about putting on weight, wording for before and afters. That one we already kind of, but I mean, just making me realize, thank you notes. I put down whoever said thank you notes. Because I'm sitting here looking at my thank you notes and like, I'm tired of writing them. I've written a bunch and I'm like, I don't know what to say anymore. Well,
There you go.
so yeah, excited about that and excited about being comfortable using it more because I don't have to use it if I don't like what he says or she
Right.
or whoever it is.
That's exactly right. You can just try it. And Dee had a great session several months ago on how to craft better Facebook posts. And I just thought about this. If we give ChatGPT those parameters, it can create great posts based on those parameters. So, man, that's exciting. Dee, I know you came off mute.
Yeah, I mean, and what I love with the one I use is it'll say, I can say, make it sound more heartfelt, make it sound, whatever, if I want it to be a little more warm and fuzzy. I've even used it and it's made a big difference for recipes. Like instead of just been like, here's but I'll say an introduction of this healthy version of whatever, and it'll just give me something. It gets more attention is what I notice. It gets more attention for. I was just going to say something else I've used it for. I lost my train of thought, but yeah, there's just so many. I mean, oh, I know. For those of us that do networking, or if you're doing a video and you want to keep it short, you can say 60-second presentation on the benefits of water or something like that. And it will count it out so that if you basically read it, it would be 60 seconds or whatever. And I'll do that for my networking presentations. I've done it for videos because I can get so long-winded and you lose people. So, top 3 tips for whatever. So you see how fast it is. It's actually amazing what it can do.
Okay, so I just typed in the 60-second elevator speech about becoming a health coach after losing 30 pounds in 10 weeks and how I love coaching for accountability and income. And let's see what it says. It creates it for us, which is so stinking cool. So, great idea. If you,
I had it write a Christmas poem for me for networking, make a funny Christmas poem about health, make up whatever. And it just does it. It's crazy.
make it rhyme. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make things rhyme. Okay, so Vicki, you asked a question and you said, so you type it in after it sends the first answer. Tell me what you mean by that.
So Dee was saying, she said, make it more personal, make it more. So so it gives you the answer and then you just type in under it. Make it more personal, make it funny, make it whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Is that?
Yes, I'll answer yes. You just type it in there at the bottom.
Okay.
You don't
So
have
I
to retype everything.
I did this 60-second elevator speech and it gave me one and I can say, great, make it funny. And then we'll see how its humor is, but it'll make it funny. So I've never asked it to be funny before. So that'll be kind of fun to see, but yeah, that's what you do. Make it funny, make it more heartfelt, make it shorter, make it longer. Is that helpful?
Thank you.
You bet. Frank asked if you stay logged out, does it remember your voice? And no, I don't believe so. I think if you stay logged out, you're just logged out. So that's
Yes,
really
it does. Yes,
Oh,
it
it
will.
okay.
If in the setup, if you create your profile and then how you want it to come across, it creates that history for you. And then
Logged into that.
well, every time I just go back to it and click and it starts writing, but that sets it up in your profile. And so it'll stay in that voice in the beginning when you set it up like that.
But when you stay logged out, you don't have a profile. So that would, but that is a great next step.
I
would-
created a profile though in the very beginning, and then it saves all of them that you have done and you can go back to it.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I think there was another question. Monica Lennon asked, how does that work? Tell us more about that question, Monica.
Oh, sorry. That was for, I think Debbie Passo was saying about a way to group email because Optavia's, we can't do it through there anymore. And she mentioned something kit.com or something. So I was curious how that worked. Debbie, can you allude?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
sorry.
I don't, I mean, I still have not come up with an email system yet. But a
Okay.
friend of mine, well, a girl I've known forever because of networking, she's like she has a business called Social Media with a Twist. And so she does a lot of like suggestions and recommendations for how to do business. And she told me about kit.com and she said it's free for up to like the first 10,000, subscriptions or whatever. And I'm like, okay, it sounds good. I just have not yet done it. So Frank asked, who are you using? And I was like, okay, this is the one I'm looking at because that's free is good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks.
And it was recommended. So yeah.
Yeah, I know Dee uses MailChimp. Looks like Beth uses MailChimp. So there's lots of other providers out there, but Kit would be a good one to check out too. Yeah, when I click stay logged out, that was just like my easy way to show you how I get into it really easily. If you click the wrong link, like ChatGPT wants to sell you their services, right? Like they want to show you how great they are so that you will buy and be a part of the team. I don't pay for it. So I just, this is my sneaky way of getting in. But create an account. They have a free version. I just have been using the stay logged out version. So you can do either way. And I think I'll create an account because I would love for it to know my voice just like it knows other people's voices. I think that's great. All right. Connie, do you have your hand raised?
Yeah, I did. You can do the free account where it will keep up with it. It only allows you a certain amount of things to do a day. Like if you were really being productive and wanting to do a lot, it will time you out for like 12 hours or something like that, but it will still keep your history.
Cool.
Okay.
Great to know.
Do
Vicki?
you use the free version? Where did you go? Connie, do you use the free version or do you pay for it?
I've paid for it now because I use it so much and it creates
Okay.
images and everything. And there's a lot it can do.
Okay,
Which
thank you.
one do you pay for, Connie?
I think it's called Pro. It was
But
just
is-
once a year,
it
but it
Chat
creates,
Or
it's
is it
Chat
different?
GPT. It's Chat GPT. Mhm.
Connie, you've been on fire writing these posts the past like week or so. Have they been assisted by Chat GPT? All right, go
And
ahead, Connie's
and the
baby.
images.
Because
Oh.
you were getting great feedback and it asked for prompts, respond with this or that in the comments. And my initial look at it, it looks like it's getting a lot of feedback.
I've been using this for about 18 months.
Well, now that's not on us, girl.
I first used it for 5th grade math, just to be honest, because I couldn't do 5th grade math without step by step.
Yeah. But I mean, guys, you can use this in your personal life. Like, write a text to my mother that doesn't sound mean. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can apologize, whatever, like, or what can I say to somebody on blah, blah, blah. Like it will do it for you. how to reply to an email, like if or a text, if somebody was really harsh to you, whether it's business or personal.
And if you write it and tell it to write something and it doesn't make it personal, you can go back and say, this is great. Write it as if it's coming from me. So you don't have to go do the edits. It will do it for you.
It's so cool to see the changes that are happening, but want to remind all of us that you are still the magic part. You are putting in the prompts, you're reviewing it, you're posting it. So you are still very much needed in the magic in your own business, but it is really cool to see how we can use technology to help more people and give them a better experience. All right, well, I show that it is 8 o'clock. If you have any other questions, pop them in the chat. Woo, this 30 minutes went by so fast. Thank you for everybody who shared. I'm gonna go create an account right now, but also we've got a great watch party happening here. And again, we're just doing our watch party with coaches now, but I'm gonna lead our watch party, and we will either see you next week or we will see you on the watch party. Have a great one.
Meg, I made you the host. Can you stop the recording? Sorry.